Hello everyone, welcome back to WCW Returns. I am the Basement Booker here. We are on episode 14 of Tuesday Night Ignition. We are now 2 weeks away from Halloween Havoc with many things developing here in WCW. As last week, Mick Foley announced that a women's division is coming to WCW. This week you'll see 1-minute video packages of each participant in that 8-women tournament. Next week we will have the first round, and then the final 4 will face off in a 4-way at the pay-per-view. Some loose ends will be tied up this week and next week building to the pay-per-view, as well as giving some storylines more flavor, if so to speak. But I guess let's get right to the show and see what kind of action we got coming at us. So the show opens up with Mick Foley cutting a promo. He explains the women's tournament. I just explained to you that quarterfinals will be next week, 4 matches. Winners of those 4 matches will go on to the pay-per-view to face off in a fatal 4-way to crown our first WCW Women's Champion. So that got a 91 right from the bat. Mick Foley is unbelievable on the microphone here. And then Mick Foley changes subjects quickly here and calls out Montel Vontavious Porter to the ring. And when before MVP gets in the ring, Mick Foley asks him, he wants to know who he was calling last week. MVP goes, "You know what, Mick? It's not any of your business who I was talking to last week, because you know what? He's coming. And when he gets here, not a single person on your roster is going to stop him. And the worst part about it, Mick, for you, is he's with me, not you." And MVP drops the mic and leaves the ring. 75 rating there. MVP is about to hit a huge stride here, I think, coming up, and I'm very excited to go into that direction. Video package showing Ashley Lane, who the name may not strike you as recognizable, but she is known as Madison Rayne in TNA. But I decided to keep a real name because it's a different company. And about that subpar wrestling in Little Heat, Bram defeats Psychosis in 550 by pinfall with a brighter side of suffering. This is probably the last time you'll see Psychosis on WCW television, unless I throw him on somewhere next week. Bram with a 52, Psychosis a 29, no improvements. After the match, RVD comes down to the ring, cuts the promo, and Bram says, "You know what, Bram? I'm so sick and tired of these mind games. Each week I have a match, and you come up on the video screen talking all this gibberish that nobody really understands, and saying that, you know, you're going to cure wrestling of my disease, and yada, yada, yada. You know, I'm sick and tired of it, so you know what, this is what we're going to do. At Halloween Havoc, I'm challenging you, Bram, to a little match that I like to call Extreme, where it'll be me versus you, no rules, no countouts, you know, 1, 2, 3 in the ring, that's it. Old ECW rules." And Bram quickly accepts the challenge. Wow, rating of 69 there. I was not shocked about that one. Bram worked and RVD worked well. That's good. And the pre-booking's already been made. A video airs of Talia Madison, another situation where I use their real name. TNA, you may recognize her as Velvet Sky. So Velvet Sky is also entered into the women's 8-women tournament. In a decent match, Aaron Stevens defeats Cody Rhodes in 12:05 by pinfall with a quick cradle due to Marty Scurll interference and blatantly attacking Cody Rhodes. Aaron Stevens got a 57, Cody Rhodes a 62, and storyline has advanced. So that's a solid matchup, I think, where Aaron Stevens got an easy victory, or not an easy victory, but a needed victory over Cody Rhodes due to Marty Scurll to prolong the storyline. As soon as we come back from break, Cody Rhodes is losing his mind backstage, saying that, "You know what, Marty Scurll, you're getting in my business. You got lucky at last pay-per-view. That is it. This time, Halloween Havoc, you know, I want you to show up this time, and you're not going to get just this young, nice Cody Rhodes that you got last time. No, Cody Rhodes is here to take you out. So Cody Rhodes wants Marty Scurll at Halloween Havoc. A video airs of Veda Scott. So Veda Scott, the third participant in this 8-women tournament. And about the subpar wrestling in Little Heat, Motor City Machine Guns defeat the All Night Express in 8:17 when Alex Show defeats Rhett Titus by pinfall and automatic midnight. Sabin at 52, Shelley at 58, Titus at 34, King of 40. No improvements? Let's see. Nope. 52 rating. After the match, the Young Bucks try to attack Shelley and Sabin, but end up getting taken down by the Motor City Machine Guns anyway, as the Motor City Machine Guns hold the tag team titles high above their head. Storyline has advanced. Video is showing Cherry Bomb. Another name that if you watch TNA, you'll know who it is. That is Allie. So Allie, or formerly known as Allie, Cherry Bomb here, will be in the 8-women tournament. So we're up to 4 now of announced participants. And here comes number 5. A video airs showing Ivelisse Velez, who you may see from Lucha Underground as one of their top stars there, as well as WWE's Tough Enough. So, looking forward to see what I can do with her in the women's division. In a terrible match, Rob Echoes defeats Matt Bentley in 6:57 with a Robbie Glory. Matt Bentley at 27, Robbie E at 45, and Matt Bentley's improving performance skills, so that's a bonus. We cut to Mick Foley's office, where he says that next week Mick Foley will announce who Jushin Liger will go one-on-one with at Halloween Havoc. So Jushin Liger, again, only seen on rare occurrences here at WCW, will be at Halloween Havoc. Alright, moving on. We got a video here of Natty Neidhart. So Natty Neidhart has entered her name into the women's tournament. Big name there. And about that, a decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. MVP defeats Shima Zion 6:33 by pinfall with a playmaker. Oh no, Shima Zion sustains an undisclosed body injury. That doesn't sound good. MVP is 61, Zion of 42. MVP's improving performance, Zion in technical. Thank you, D'Lo. In a decent match, Chris Hero defeats Johnny Gargano, Stu Sanders, and Mr. Anderson in 14:43 when Hero pins Mr. Anderson with a death by welcome. Mr. Anderson was a weak link. Hero of 55, Gargano of 54, Sanders of 61, Anderson of 41. Hero's improving in technical, flying, and performance. Nice solid victory for Chris Hero. Features Sanders and Gargano, and Anderson's just there to take the pinfall. And then a video package airs of the final participant in the women's 8-women tournament of Gail Kim. Big powerhouse name there, joining the 8-women tournament. As the contract signing is about to start, Bobby Roode comes down to the ring, cuts a promo on Rhino. You know what, Rhino, no matter what happens on Sunday at Halloween Havoc, this is the last time you will be challenging me for the WCW Championship. We get to the contract signing. So in the ring, Bobby Roode and Rhino have a contract signed for their upcoming match when Mick Foley is serving as the host. Roode signs the contract first, Rhino does the same thing. As soon as the contracts are signed, though, Bobby Roode goes for a cheap shot on Rhino. Rhino fires back, flipping the table over as he gives a few punches to Bobby Roode, which turns him away. This sets him up for a vicious gore by Rhino. After the gore, Rhino stands over Bobby Roode with the WCW Championship, signifying that that will be his at Halloween Havoc. So there you have it. Rhino really, every time here, it seems like he's getting the upper hand on Roode, but Roode still finds a way to slither his way out of it. 71 here to end the show. See how we did. We got a rating of a 70. The show increased our popularity in 18 regions, which is awesome. I feel like every show so far that has happened has increased our popularity in some type of region, in some shape or form, which is all that counts, especially in some of these shows. Like some of them I've had some fears about, others obviously not so much. But there's been some of these where I'm like, ooh, maybe that's not gonna work, and then it does, and I'm very happy about it, obviously. But we got one more show, the Go Home show before Halloween Havoc. I'm very excited to get to it. We have the 4 women singles matches to get to our final 4. Tying up some loose ends for the feuds that are coming up to Halloween Havoc, as well as the announcement on who Jushin Liger will go one-on-one with at Halloween Havoc. So while this is loading, I'd like to take the opportunity to say, make sure you like, subscribe, please comment below. But until then, I will see you on the Go Home show next week for Tuesday Night Ignition.